taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Navigation trading on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream, Wednesday, February 25th. S&P futures up 25 points, NASDAQ up 120, Russell is up 20, and the Dow is up 182. Russell the strongest, up about 0.75%, followed by the NASDAQ, which is up about 0.5%. Dow and the S&P both up about 1/3. Gold's up 0.5%, silver's up 3.5%, back above 91 is SIL. Notes and bonds a little bit red. 10-year yield up 0.5%. Oil up 1/3%. Natural gas up 2%. Soybeans flat. Wheat down. Corn flat. Euro and the pound are flat. Bitcoin up 3%. Back above 66,000. VIX contracting down 3.5%. Currently at 18.87. No 1 DTE today with the VIX contraction and NVIDIA earnings after the bell today. So it didn't qualify via the VIX contraction, but I wouldn't have done it anyway because these options will be held up a little bit in anticipation for the NVIDIA earnings after the bell. My Kalshi State of the Union, all four went over. Trump did not say hoax. He did not say radical left. He did not say, what was the other one? Sleepy Joe. He did not say Genius Act. What was he thinking? Terrible speech. Could not even include one of my four. I know. Well, once I started watching, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't like Sleepy Joe or hoax because he wasn't, in all of his normal speeches, he talks about like that kind of stuff, but this was just all about accomplishments. And so I didn't feel good about those. That's why I added Genius Act. So I was like, surely he's going to bring up AI and what him and David Sachs did with crypto. Didn't even mention it. So yeah, I didn't position my words based on the context of what the speech was going to be. I need to be better about that with my Kalshi bets. All right, there's the bell. Toss has the expected range of SPX today at 31.9. Once the VIX opens, the other one will come out. It'll probably be a couple points higher than that. Initial move is up. Hood on the move higher. MU and AVGO on the move higher. Tezzy on the move. Amazon on the move. Showing some strength out of the gate here. Tesla kind of coming up into some key levels that I have marked on my chart from previous day highs over the last week. Just blew through them basically. Nvidia's kind of popping above some key levels on the daily chart as well. Amazon kind of pulled back to previous day high. Now it's bouncing back up. Tesla just all up. Netflix had that pop after the bell with the Paramount news, and it's just kind of chopped all night, but it's moving up as well. If I trade Tesla, I'll do the 2DTE, and I would use the 422 half calls. Google acting weak. Most everything else acting pretty strong here. AMD weak. So AMD and Google, relative weakness. Tesla definitely acting the strongest. Yeah, premiums got sucked out, Watson. It is correct. Not what we're used to over the last week. Amazon rejecting, Tesla staying strong, Netflix staying strong, AVGO, MU strong, AMD still weak. Wow, Tezzy, tiny pullback and pop again. PLTR showed a little bit of strength initially. It's back down. Meta getting strong, held previous day high, pushing. IWM coming in weak now. I'm going to load some calls in MU as well. Two DTE 435s. Two DTE 435 calls, just getting those loaded up. NVIDIA kind of giving it up after an initial pop. IWM's falling, but the big banks are pushing up. Crypto's dipping. Bitcoin coming down a little bit. Google was acting weak early. Now it's had a big bounce. Meta through highs. PLTR coming down hard. Small caps or big boys? Who's going to win this? Russell saying weak. S&P, NASDAQ saying strong. NVIDIA through lows. Tesla's just kind of pausing. What do you think, Watson? Is the pop and fade in play, or are we going to stay strong here? Netflix popped back up. It's got a lot of things going a lot of different directions here. Nobody in agreement. I like when everybody's happy and agreeing with each other. Tesla's starting to pop back up. MU trying to pop back up to highs. AMD still coming down. Netflix, another pop. Netflix could have been entered on that first little bit of consolidation. Tesla, I'm still watching. I'm watching Tesla. Meta popped. Q's pushing highs, IWM pushing lows. NVIDIA was giving it up, but it just came down to bounce off previous day high. IWM about to go red. Started off the strongest. Giving it all up. All right. Tesla looking like it may want to get bought up here. MU grinding higher. Netflix continuing to show some relative strength here. Microsoft bouncing up. NASDAQ new highs.
Order cancelled. Order partially filled. Order filled.
Tesla not continuing its relative strength now after that first push. With the NASDAQ ripping. IWM still bleeding. Okay, now the banks are coming down. Now the banks are following IWM a little bit. MU pushing. SMH super strong. MU popping through previous day high. SNDK, nice bounce up to highs of day. Meta still strong. So I've got this level marked on Tesla around 417 from the daily chart. Let's see if it holds here. All right, IWM dipped its toe in the red, trying to bounce now. S&P dipped, starting to get bought up. PLTR trying to bounce now. S&P new highs. IWM trying to bounce now. Just haven't seen anything I really want to get in yet. So just watching. S&DK flying was in the red. Now it's up 3% in the just in 10 minutes. Apple pushing. Meta pushing. Netflix still pushing. I'm going to look at these Goog calls, 315s. Had a nice flush and popped back above previous day high. Well, now it's taken off. Here we go. Here we go. The train is leaving the station. PLTR, huge bounce. Banks trying to pop back up with the Russell bouncing. Tesla did not participate in that second leg. Meta still pushing. MU rejecting previous day high a little bit. Big reversal or big drop now in S&DK. PLTR about to hit highs of day. Just some price action all over the place. I just don't. I mean, I don't see anything that I'm like, oh, I could have, should have got in there. You know, maybe Google at previous day high after that flush and kind of reclaim, but other than that, I don't see anything I would have entered here on this push. Tesla still pulling back. Couldn't hold its strength.
Order cancelled. Order partially filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Amazon kind of broke above that level that I have marked from last Friday's high, but decent rejection. Now it's trying to get back up there. Nvidia all of a sudden popping. Qs and SPY still going. IWM recovering. Bitcoin bouncing. Yeah, banks popping back up. Hood weak price action is still excuse me. It's still up 2% from the gap up, but pretty weak from the open. AMD, which was weak earlier, it's bouncing back up, trying to go green. PLTR back to new highs. Tesla still pulling back. S&P, little pause. I mean, I do kind of like the setup in Apple, dare I say. Apple, I would trade the 2 DTE 275s. Oh, there it goes. There goes Apple. Nvidia, Meta, and Microsoft just raging. Got some chips pulling back a little bit. SNDK, big pullback. AMD rejecting previous day close. MU still rejecting previous day high. Yeah, Bitcoin's not a bad idea. Right at pre-market highs. Kind of had a little bit of a dip, but recovered. IBIT 2 DTEs, I would trade the 38 calls. MSTR staying strong. Circle had that nice earnings. IWM now rejecting. S&P, pretty heavy pullback. I'm just going to hold off. I'm not going to do anything yet until I see something I really like. You guys get in anything yet? Anybody? Q's still at highs. Microsoft and Meta carrying that train. AVGO just popped up to highs. PLTR's on a little rampage after a little weakness early. Tesla kind of pulled back to another key level from my daily chart, so let's see if it wants to regain its strength here. Yeah, Bitcoin making another little leg higher. S&P's dip getting bought up. NASDAQ pushing new highs. Here goes Russell back down. Banks still holding strong. Coinbase just super choppy. Circle super choppy. MSTR a little stronger. Hood weaker. So even the crypto bros can't get in line. Goog pulling back a little bit. Tesla is reacting off of that level so far. Amazon's still pushing. Amazon just popped through highs. Nvidia's still pushing. Meta, Microsoft. Goog not holding previous day high. Amazon, a little pop through highs and then pull back. Apple pulling back, so Apple didn't really go anywhere. That little pop in Bitcoin was nice. IWM back down to lows. I'm confused. I'm confused on what's going on right now. And really, it's more just like, I just don't have an entry level on some of these. Now a big pullback in Google. Tesla still fading. I'm going to watch MU here. If it wants to get back up to previous day high and highs of day. Still have my 435 calls loaded in MU. S&P pulling back. Russell dipped into the red again. SMH at highs of day with volume. All right, watching MU. I'm going to take MU calls. 435 calls filled at 12.12. See if we can get a push back up towards highs of day. S&DK coming back down into the red after being up 3%.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
S&P dropping, NASDAQ little
Order
pullback,
partially
IWM
filled.
going through lows. All right, we got some weakness coming in now. Amazon pulling back, Tesla still pulling back, Microsoft and Meta finally pulling back, Netflix. Oh, good. I got long just in time for some weakness to come in. That's good. That's always good. MU's still holding. It's not showing the weakness, but a lot of other stuff kind of pulling back.
Order filled.
IWM firmly in the red. Google trying to get back above previous day high. MU just kind of chopping around. PLTR had a little dip, starting to get bought up. IWM still going down. Tesla's still giving it up. AMD looks like it's trying to make another shot at going green. Amazon big pullback, Apple big pullback, Microsoft decent pullback coming in. Bitcoin now pulling back. Yeah, Meta, Netflix, Nvidia all had mighty 90s. And Amazon. All right, MU coming down to the bottom of this consolidation area. I don't want to give it too much room here. It's not going to bounce. Looked like it had started to have some momentum going back up, and then it just kind of fizzled out. So we'll see if it can hold here. All right, MU dipping a little bit. All right, I'm going to cut. Filled at 1051. Netflix, little dip. Popping. Trying to pop back up towards highs. SPY, QQQ still pulling back a little bit. IWM still at its lows. Netflix, nice pop back up towards highs. That thing looking like it's not done yet. Looks like your exit was good, Tony. NVIDIA pulling back. SMH pulling back. So all the chips pulling back. All right, I doubt I'll take anything else here unless something kind of shapes up. So I'm going to wrap the stream. Just took the one little shot in MU, seeing if started to have a little bit of, looked like it was going to have a little bit of momentum, kind of trying to get back up to highs. It had some decent strength early, but just kind of dipped below, so I cut it. Not interested in holding that for much longer. Yeah, I mean, I just don't, with the way that everything's acting, and with NVIDIA earnings coming up, we'll see. If something really looks good, I will post in the trade channel. Otherwise, it may just be one and done. We shall see. But I'm going to wrap the stream here. Everybody have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk to you in Power Hour. Cheers.